Good morning, students of class 10. Today we are beginning with a new topic in this chapter, that is peasant movement during Quit India movement. We have studied that how peasant movement was slowly being indulged or included into the Indian national movement, and how it not only became a part but also an important stream of movement in Indian national freedom movement. Today we are going to study how the peasant movement became evolved or changed its character during the Quit India movement. We can see there was a mass mobilization. What is the meaning of mass mobilization? This means that there was many people, or the people of India were more included in the Quit India movement, and the farmers from different sections of India involved themselves and others in this movement called Quit India movement. The farmers of Bihar, UP, MP joined in Quit India movement. So the main centers from which the farmers joined in Quit India were UP, Bihar, MP. The areas like Mednipur and Birbhum are important also. As Bengal was another important center in the Quit India movement, so these two areas was one of the most two important areas in the Bengal state, which made a huge role in the Quit India movement. One of the most notable leader was Ratan Mani of the Riyang rebellion in Tripura. This was the first rebellion of the peasant, where we can see the people's participation was in considerable mass, where the people also participated in a huge way. In Mednipur, we can notice that farmers became more violent and they also took up arms in their hands. So farmers in Mednipur had set up fire to many police stations and court in Tomluk. So the main area was Tomluk, where the farmers had set up fire to many police stations and also occupied courts where government repressive policies were taken. So in this Quit India movement, the mass mobilization was generated against the repressive government policies. Then we will see the most notable leader was Matungini Hajra in Mednipur, who also came from a peasant family, and she was the person who was shrouded in bravery and fought against the government, which is the British government, at 73 years of her age. So we can imagine how brave she was, who fought against the government and the government repressive policies at the age of 73. The peasant movement transformed itself into an armed movement during the Quit India movement. The armed rebellion or the armed movement of the peasants or the organizations that emerged into an armed rebellion were Bidyut Bahini and Sushil Dhara. These two were important armed rebellion organization of the peasants. Then we will see that Shama Prasad Mukhopadhyay, the finance minister of Bengal, resigned from his post as his action against the government repressive policy. Bengal Relief Committee saved people of Bengal from the famine of 1943. Without this Bengal Relief Committee, Bengal would have suffered in a very huge way in this famine of 1943. Then we will come to the state called Bengal, where the main centers were many. In Tomluk, Kontai, Birbhum, Howrah, Hooghly, Dhaka and Faridpur, peasant movement had a mass appeal. And a mass appeal means the peasant movement was well accepted by different sections of people, not only the downtrodden people or the lower class section of population, but also different sections of population joined in the peasant movement in these places. Many young students and working class also joined. As we have always noticed that the participation of younger section of population gains or gives the movement a momentum. In this movement also, in Quit India movement, we will see that there was a notable participation of the younger section of population and mainly the students and the working class. People like Santhal, Rajbongshi, Sylhet and Nagaon also joined in this movement. By this we can notice that these areas also participated in the Quit India movement. Now we have studied about mainly Bengal and Bedipur district. Now we will study about other states. Other states like Punjab, Bengal, UP and Tamil Nadu, we can see were developed to some extent during the Quit India movement. But in the other sections of the country, especially the eastern section, was not so developed. It was still underdeveloped. Now we will see that Bengal, the All India Kisan Sabha and Bihar Provincial Kisan Sabha were all important organizations that emerged during the Quit India movement, by which we can understand that peasant movement now became a more well-organized structure with a well-organized program of action. Now we will study about impact of peasant movement. The peasant movement transformed Quit India into a mass uprising. The Quit India movement now became a mass uprising movement which was directed against the government repressive policy. In Orissa, we can see an independent government called Chashi Mulyo Raj emerged, which said that the peasant became so powerful that they established an independent government structure. In MP, we can see Shadhin Jatiyo Sarkar was formed, that is in Madhya Pradesh, which also shows that a different section of people started involving themselves in government building. Potri Sarkar in Maharashtra. This also showed us that how in different sections of India, people started involving themselves into government building, and they showed that they are no longer can be suppressed or oppressed by the government and government repressive policies. The important peasant rebellion were Tebhaga, Telangana and Punnapara VLR movement, which strengthened the peasant movement in India. These three were the most important peasant movement in India, which totally transformed the peasant movement, and the peasant movement was no longer a less organized and weak program of action movement. It became a very well organized with the support of Congress and other parties like communist parties, and by the joining of worker sections and different sections of people, it became a very important movement and started involving itself in different sections of Indian national peasant